Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, April 5th at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our very accurate proprietary trading indicator. And we supplement that with personalized one-on-one training, which allows you to learn quicker and faster and deeper. With our tools there, with our indicator, there's maybe a dozen different signals. As we train you, we focus on one that resonates with you and create a trade plan around it. The signal I principally trade with is something called the 10-point signal, or a modified version of it. And that's what we'll be doing this morning. And then if we have time or don't find a trade, we'll try to take a little scalp trade using the thick orange line trade. So with that, let's get started. We first need to listen to this guy. Oops, what happened here?
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trades so that you can evaluate for yourself that the tools are as accurate as we say, and also as a teaching moment to so that you can learn from somebody who has kind of mastered the skill and can share what they're learning. When you're a light, you get access to what's up here in the yellow. When you're a regular member, we've got trades in the morning. We've got trades in the evening. We've got additional paid trades. We've got instructional sessions that you can go to. So lots of continuous instruction. And our objectives are aligned with yours because you're trading company funds and we don't want you to lose the funds. And we're confident enough in how well the indicators work that we let you trade with company funds. So with that, let's get going. I work off of a trade routine, which is first thing I do is I make sure green charts in MetaTrader 4 are connected and live. And I am told that it is good to log out and log into Green Chart every day, which is what I did. And I just logged into it this morning before we started. Good habit is to review the current day's activities, or in terms of what could I have done better if a trade didn't go as I was expected, to try to figure out why. We do a lot of the figuring out of why on our back testing, but when you're trading real money, every day is an opportunity to improve what you're doing, and you'll see even sometimes, I get caught and get reminded of a rule I didn't follow. As we are technical traders, we want to know what news is coming up so that we can trade around that news. So we go to Forex Factory to do that. Forex Factory breaks the news down for us into kind of three categories. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and 10 and the red is high impact. I want to stay away from these red ones, and ideally I like to be out of the market a couple hours beforehand. Sometimes news starts to leak out a little bit beforehand, and you'll start seeing a price move. So I don't want to try to predict what the news is. I don't need to predict what the news is. The price action, our indicators are very good at picking up the price action under normal circumstances as to when the market's oversold and overbought. So we'll be careful about taking any trades on the dollar this morning. So with that, let's go in and take a look at the chart and see where we're at. I start with the middle section. This is the light 6 major, which is one of the charts in the standard layouts. I call it the Composite Chart because it's showing us 6 different currency pairs, all U.S. based on a 1-hour candle. And I am starting with the middle section because I want to see, which is the majors, which are the red and green lines, and the minors, the black and gray. I'm looking for situations where we are overbought, where that is the lines are above the blue line, or oversold, where the lines are below the red line. And in this case, the lines are above the blue line. They're all pointed down, which tells me it's a good time to buy. And then I've got what's known as a double cross, where the red line is crossed over the green and the black line is crossed over the red, or the gray. Minor lines, the black and gray have kind of already run through the channel. The red line, or the majors, the red and green, are just entering into the channel. This is a nice setup. I like this setup. Great steepness on the line. I'm not concerned that the minors have already run through. So with that, once I have this, which is 3 points here, 1 that we're overbought, 2 that all the lines are going down, and 3 that we've got the double cross. That's 3 points. I am then going to go up to the TNTs and see how many lines are consistent with what I'm seeing here. 2 orange lines are going down, which are indicating sell. The 2 blue lines, which are inversely related, are going up. So when the blue line goes up, that means sell. So all 4 lines here are saying, hey, you've got to sell. And what I want to do is, if I can get agreement over all 3 boxes of the chart, I've got a high probability trade. And that's what I'm looking for, a high probability trade. And down here on the pressure, I have up pressure. The lines are going up. But the red line is on top. I get a point for the red line on top. I also like that the lines are diverging. That is, the green line is separating from the red line, and it's starting it's still going up, but it's not going up as steep as it was back here. So I like that. So I've got 3 points. I've got 8 points here. 1 point here, 3 points here, and 4 points here. I need a minimum of 7 points, with the 3 points from the 2 top sections and 1 point from here. So I've got that. So with that, let's go and do a little bit more research. And that additional research is I want to get confirmation that I want to get some confirmation. And I also want to know what the trend is and where the support and resistance are. But first, I want to get some confirmation. So to get that confirmation, I am going to open up a chart that has additional details on it. Let's see here. There we go. And I'm going to change this to AUD USD. And this chart has one pair on it, AUD USD, but multiple time periods. Here's a 5-minute, a 30-minute, a 1 hour, a 2 hour, a 4 hour, and a day. What I am looking for, so this was the signal we were just looking at. What I'm looking for is I want confirmation on the 2 hour and the 4 hour that we're overbought and going down. Or overbought basically is what I'm looking for. If it's going down, it's a plus. So we are overbought and everybody's going down, and I've got the double cross here on the 2 hour. And on the 4 hour, we're overbought. Everybody's going down, and we're just about to get the double cross on the majors. Basically, what I want to do is, if these two guys are overbought like this guy is, that gives me support that if for some reason this signal changes a little bit, we will eventually get the trade because everybody's overbought. So eventually it's going to go down. So I've got support across here. So I like that. We still have strong up pressure on the 2 and the 4. In the next hour, we'll see this start to split where the red line and the green line will go under the red line and start to pull away from it. And we'll see the same thing here. So I like this. Now that I like this, I want to go back and figure out what that support and resistance is. So I am going to open up a clean chart here. Come on. I'm waiting for so that we can get a clean chart here. And we're going to make this I want to see now a chart that just has the candles on it so I can look where the support and resistance are. And that was AUD, USD. And I'm going to pull this together. So the support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So I'm going to drop some horizontal lines on here. And got one there. There's just one spot. We've got one here, but this is really quite far. And we don't have some good other spots to stop it at. See, we got some stopping here, some stopping here, here. Over here, it's stopping. And what happens is the price, the pair price seems to naturally respect these stop spots and won't trade through them. So we want to know where they are. So I'm just going to guess right here. We had the one stop, but I've got nothing else to really mask it off, base it off of. So now I'm going to pull this out. So we are trading into an uptrend for the most part. It started going up. It leveled out for a week, and then it started to go back up. The uptrend right now isn't, I wouldn't call it that strong. We just had a big up move. Come on. Sorry, why isn't it grabbing it? I kind of want to make this a little bigger so it's easier to see. All right. All right, then I want to know how much room I have to these support and resistance lines. So I'm going to go where the current price is. So going down, I've got 19 pips. Going up, oops, come on. And going up, I have 16 pips. So down is 19 and up. Oh, now it's 17 and 15. All right, so this is gonna let me figure out. So we are trading. We're looking at taking a sell trade against the trend. A sell trade against the trend. So I'm going to take kind of less pips than I would normally take because I'm going against the trend. When you trade against the trend, you want to be able to get in and get out quickly. So let's go back and look at the signal. Signal's weakened a little bit since we've started looking at it. And the reason I say that is it has, the lines were a little more into the channel before. We had the double cross here before, and it's uncrossed. I still like it. That I don't need the double cross on the 2 hour or 4 hour. I just want them overbought. So I've got them overbought. So let's go ahead and take a 10 pip sell. 10 pip sell. We've got almost 20 pips to that line, but we're going to take it down to just before the line and see if we can get that 10 pips out of it. So let's open up our MetaTrader 4 or your simulator, and this is a demo account. There's $7,900 in it. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and then I'm going to look for AUD USD, which is in that first group. Open it up. I am then going to go to the second row to New Order. It opens up the window. I'm going to check, make sure my symbol is correct, AUD USD. I'm going to, my volume is my lot size. So I am going to just move the decimal spot over 4 places of what I've got in the account. So if I've got 7,900, if I move this decimal spot over 4 places, it's going to be a 0.79. And then I'm not going to worry about the stop loss or the take profit. I'm going to add that in later. It's going to be a market execution, and I'm going to click sell by market. And it drops in the order. Once I've got my order dropped in, I am going to right click on it, and I'm going to add my, I'm going to go to modify and delete. And now I'm going to add my stop loss and take profit. I wanted 10 pips. 10 pips is 100 points. If I put 100 in here and click the little blue button, it calculates the take profit. And we're going to use a 4-to-1 stop loss here. We could probably even use a 3-to-1. In fact, you know what? We will use a 3-to-1. Just because we're trading at a new high, and the chances are getting there is lower than normal. So 30 pip stop loss on a 10 pip take profit. And then I click the modify button and it drops the lines in. And I pull this down and I see where we're at. I'm almost even thinking that just looking at the candle, I'm going to take a pip off of this trade. I'd rather get the 9 points than the 10 pips. So I'm just going to pull this candle up a little bit. So we took a sell on the AUD USD with a take profit of 0.79 or 76181, 0.76181, a stop loss of 0.76553, stop loss of 76.553. And let's see what else we have. We still have 10 minutes. Let's see if we can find another trade. Other reason why it's probably good to be a little shy here is we want to get out of this. We want to get out of this trade. If you have not muted yourself, please mute yourself. So I'm getting a little feedback. Because we've got that news coming up on the Euro USD in 3 hours. So the chances are we could get out of this in the next hour and not have to worry about that news. So let's go back and see what else we have, if we can find another trade. So I am going to go back to my I'm going to see if we have a scalp trade. So I'm going to go to 6 majors too, which are 6 pairs that are non-US based. So now I'm going to use a different signal, a second signal. And this one doesn't require as much as analysis as that last one did, where I had to go and look at the different time periods to figure out that I like the setup and then look at the support and resistance. This one is very simple. I am looking at what this number is. This number is the thick orange line number. It's showing me the scale of where the thick orange line is. And that scale goes from 0 when it is as low as it can go to 10 when it is as high as it can go. When it is at 0, the thick orange line is telling me it doesn't think there's any more down in the movement. When it's and if there's no more down in the movement, that is a good time to buy. Likewise, when it's at 10, it's saying, hey, I don't think there's any more up in the movement. It's maxed out. That is a good time to sell. But we don't just rely on one piece of information. Once we see the 0 or 10 here, we are going to look at our majors and minors to confirm it. So I'm looking for 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So 0 to 1 or 9 to 10. So 1.06, we're not quite there yet. I've got a 0 here on the Australian dollar yen, but here, so this is telling me that there's no more down in the movement. But when I look at the majors and minors, the majors and minors are overbought. This is telling me there is more down in the movement. I want to see these lines way below the red line. So if I've got a 0 here, I want them down here. If I have condition 1 and condition 2, then I've got a good trade. So I only have 1/2 of the condition. 7 isn't close enough. 0.42 is between 0 and 1, so that is good. When I confirm where my majors and minors are. They're still in the channel. They're 3/4 of the way through, but they're not oversold. I want them oversold. This is telling me there's still more down in the movement when they're in the middle of the channel. 3, no. 10, yes. 10, yes. But we're oversold. I want these overbought. I want them telling me it's going to come down. So nothing here. So let's look at another 6. So again, I've got just more pairs that we can scroll through. .5, that is within between 0 and 1, and my majors and minors are above the overbought line. So I've got condition 1 and 2. There's one exception to this, and the one exception is when the lines have been hovering, been overbought for a while. Because what happens is I'm looking for a situation when everybody, when we're at 0 and we're, oops, no. So actually, no. So sorry, I need to drink a little more coffee. If this is at 0, I want these lines down here, not up here. I was thinking this was at 10. If this were at 10, this still wouldn't be a good signal because the lines have been up here for a while. I want to catch it when the lines have run through the channel and are up here. When the lines have been hanging up here, we don't get that snap that we're looking for. So, but in any case, this is 0, not 10, so it's not good. So 10, these guys are down here. No. 10, these guys are down here. 0, these guys, they're all reversed. So we're not getting what we want. 0, overbought, no. 0.2, this is close. You know, it's almost overbought, oversold, but it didn't reach the oversold. I want everybody down here. I want the red and green line where we see the black and gray line. So I don't have it. Let's try another grouping. This trade, by the way, is only good at the top of the hour, right before the top of the hour. When we have less than 5 minutes left, we've got 47 seconds. So 0, the lines aren't oversold. No. 10, yes, but my majors and minors aren't overbought. 0, yes, but my majors and minors aren't oversold. Want them down here. 1.8 isn't close enough. So the last one we didn't check, which we could check real quick, is the U.S. based for the first chart, the 6 light. Oh, come on. I'm just waiting for the chart to refresh. I know it hasn't refreshed because these should be U.S. pairs. And we get the little serve. Oh, here we go. Now, we've gone into the next hour, so I'm going to just pull it back to see where it was. Some traders actually, so it's showing us the last hour. So 0, but these aren't where they need to be. Not close enough, not close enough. 10, this isn't where it needs to be. And the other two, not close enough, not close enough. All right, so we took one trade this morning on the Australian USD for 9 pips. And it was a sell with a take profit of 0.76181 and a stop loss of 0.76535. And we're expecting that to close within the next hour. See if we have any questions. No questions. We will reconvene on Thursday morning. Thanks so much for being here today. We are committed to making you a successful trader, and we will make you a successful trader. If you've got any questions, go to the coach you're working with or reach out to me, and you can schedule time with me on the ForexSmartTrade.com website. Thanks so much, and see you on Thursday. Let's see, we got one question. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.